What's up, guys? KH fan, Duncan here. This is my friend Ryan. We just had a really fucking crazy weekend.
Whoa. Duncan, what? What the hell are you doing on my set?
Is this your set?
Yeah.
Oh shit, it is. Never mind.
What the hell are you doing?
I was gonna do my review of day one of New England Metal and Hardcore Fest on Friday.
Alright.
Yeah,
Have at it.
I will.
Have at it.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's Fulton Reviews, everybody. Yeah, I'm at his house. Anyway, back to what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the first day of New England Metal Fest in Worcester, Massachusetts.
At the Palladium.
At the Palladium. And it was a very crazy fucking show. Like, Anthrax headlined, and that was off the hook. There's a lot of bands, obviously. If you don't know what Metal and Hardcore Fest is in New England, it's gone on its 15th anniversary right now, and it's still getting really good bands to play all in one show. There's a bunch of bands like, who did we see on Friday? We watched a few bands that we didn't even know.
Black Breath being one of them.
Yes, Black Breath was awesome. And yes, they are like they're like a recommended band to check out because Anthony Fantano loves them. The Needle Drop, for those who don't know. Holy Grail was awesome. Newer thrash band. They were really killer. Allegion, however you say that name, they were really good.
Allegion?
Yeah.
Allegion.
I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it either.
I think it's a Legion.
Yeah. And then after Black Breath played, shit got really crazy when Shadows Fall went on stage, and it was their hometown show, so obviously it's gonna get insane. They played a lot of they played like two new songs. The rest were just the oldies. They played the Power of I and Die, which is like the song that got me into them. So I'm happy they played that. And then after that, shit got really extreme with Municipal Waste. They were so freaking extreme. Like, and if I remember correctly, they did cover "You Suffer" by Napalm Death, right?
The most brutal 1.5 seconds of your
Yes,
life.
it is. And while they were playing, I think it was the last song they were playing, "The Art of Partying," and I think that's the name of the song title. I'm not that familiar with Municipal Waste, by the way.
It's The Art of Party.
Okay, I was just making sure. I that's one thrash band I need to get into like a lot.
You fucking dipshit.
I know. So they played that, and while they were playing that, they shot confetti out into the crowd. That was awesome. And then after they got done, Bay Area thrash metal legends Exodus came out, and they destroyed. Like, they probably had the sickest crowd up until later bands. They had as soon as they played Piranha, I was all over that crap in the pit. It was insane. Toxic Waltz, that was the most insane pit for me.
What was the song they had the Wall of Death during?
That was Strike of the Beast. That was after Toxic Waltz.
Yeah. This kid didn't even go in.
I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to the Wall of Deaths. But it was nonetheless fucking awesome. The Toxic Waltz pit was probably the craziest pit I was in that day. Every Time I Die played after that, which I like Every Time I Die, but they were just one of those bands that you just can't follow up to Exodus. And then they got done playing, and then after that, Hatebreed played for an hour, and for those who have been to a Hatebreed show, you know what to expect. Utter fucking chaos, relentless, you're gonna be fucking bruised to shit.
Like, honestly, I'm not even that big of a Hatebreed fan, but they had a pretty good show.
Oh, they put on that was a good Hatebreed show, but it wasn't as awesome as when they played at the Palladium back in September, and they played the entire Perseverance album from front to back. That was awesome. And then of course the headliners, we had Anthrax.
Among the Living.
They played the entire Among the Living album from front. They didn't play it straight through. They just played the first 5 songs from Among the Living to Skeletons in the Closet. And then they played a few other songs. They did. They only played one song off Worship Music, which was In the End, which they paid tribute to Dimebag Darrell and Dio.
Which, if you've ever seen Anthrax live, on the sides, they got their little Traxograms. They replaced those with
they had a poster of Dio. They had a Dio on one side and Dido on the other side. Yeah. And then they also played they played the little riff to March the Soldiers of Doom, which is the other band that Scott Ian and Charlie Benante was in before. And then they did their cover of TNT by AC/DC, which in my opinion was way better than the original. But that's, most people would say I'm pushing it, but I really don't care. I like it more than the AC/DC version. And then they went back into the album again. They started with Indians. And for those who've seen Anthrax live play that song, when they do the War Dance.
War Dance!
Both times they played that song at the Palladium, both times I've seen them at the Palladium, was just insane. I was going to go into the freaking War Dance, but I was just like, I wasn't trying to chicken out or anything, but just like...
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't. I couldn't find room to actually like squeeze in there without falling on my fucking face. I was gonna go in, trust me.
I'm sure you.
I was pretty fucking close to getting in. And then they played Imitation of Light. There were some moments where Joey Belladonna just ripped up his freaking really high-pitched vocals, and he still has it after like almost 30 years since that album came out. I mean, it's been out for 26 years, but he can still belt out those same style screams or whatever. And after they closed with Antisocial, their cover from Trust, but it's all in English, not French. They played I Am the Man, which was cool. And when they played, before they played the song Madhouse, the intro to that, they actually did the intro to The Ripper by Judas Priest. That was fucking awesome. I thought they were actually going to cover that song, but then they just went into Madhouse, and that was, yeah. It was awesome. And then, and after that, we stayed outside for a little bit. It was a little bit of rain, drizzle, and whatnot. And we hung around, and a few members of Anthrax came out to sign some stuff. Joey Belladonna, Frank Bello, and Scott Ian signed my copy of Among the Living, so I'm happy about that. And then my friend Jeff told me that a minute after we left, Charlie Benante came out, which bums me out because he's one of my favorite drummers ever, and I didn't get to meet him. And that was my first time seeing Charlie with Anthrax since I saw them at Rock in the Range last May. And it was good to see him back, even though the last two times I saw them with Jason Bittner, it was still awesome.
They had the guitar player from Shadows Fall filling in for Rob Caggiano too.
Yeah, he's been filling in for all of the year so far because he started with the Australian tour they did, so he's been killing it. So yeah, that's basically all I got to say about the first day of New England Metal Fest. It was awesome. What were your thoughts exactly?
Honestly, if you live in New England and you don't go to that, there's a lot of shit wrong with you, and you need to fucking go to it.
That's very true. This was actually my first New England Metal Fest ever, so it was a damn good first for me.
My fourth, and it's still good almost every year, so yeah.
Yeah, they always have killer bands every year. I wanted to go the last couple of years, actually few years. I wanted to go to the one in 2010 with Cannibal and Amon Amarth, but...
That was my first one, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Jealous. So I'm going to conclude this little concert review. Thanks for Fulton to making the cameo and letting me stay the night this weekend. So props to him. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out and keep it metal.
Thank you, Bass God.